this is a 1v1 sent in by Gladdemmy. So my opponent is Julii, KOTW's Jupiter. I'm Carthage, 15kcwb. So he's got a pretty powerful Roman army here. He's spammed urbans because he knows they're powerful and would beat Sacred Band in 15k. And he's only got 2 cavalry units. He spammed a lot of archers, which is going to have a range advantage, a number advantage, because he can get the 2 extra auxilii. Plus he's going to have a stat advantage because the archer auxilii have better stats. I've only got 4 Sacred Band here, and 2 round shield, and then 1 Numidian cav, and 4 Sacred Band, 1, I think that's Iberian infantry or something. It's just a light spear unit. Gold on all of my units. He's pretty much got gold on all of his. So I realise I'm not going to beat him, no chance in hell, straight on, because he's got the peeler and those urbans will just cut through my Sacred Band. So I decided to divide him, spread out my archers really thin, go 2 units on each flank, 2 infantry units on each flank, and keep this one in the middle as a bit of a lure. Or if he tries to cav charge my archers, I can use it. And then I've put my heavy cav on my left flank and 2 lighter cav on each flank. I've used this one to chase off 3 of those that he hasn't put on to take and skirmish off on. And then I'm going to continue to flank with this one on the right. So he's trying to chase down my archers. He's getting them to run back, so I'm taking casualties. But I've got the light cav advantage anyway, so I should be able to chase down his. Send the Numidian cav in to just lure him forward a little bit. Doesn't work, so I withdraw that. He manages to engage my heavy cav here, so I have to commit the rest of the troops, which he's got 2 incoming urbans, so that's bad news for me. I've got 2 heavy infantry here. I can run into the fight. Plus mine will be a little bit faster, so I should be able to withdraw them quick enough. So while he's distracted there, I send 1 light cav, 2 heavy infantry around the back to rout his archers. Got this one still working, and I've got a lot of archers here to shoot his urbans if they break formation. Charging the light spears in, which won't do much. So at this point I'm realising I'm going to lose this fight, so I'll withdraw the heavy cav. Withdraw the rest, lose that unit. So I've still got a cav advantage. His has worked down. I've got an archer advantage because I'm about to rout all these archers. So I'll just put it into double speed here. So he's chasing 1 of my archers from the field. So we keep chasing those ones. I'm trying to push his archers from the field, which is affecting my stamina pretty badly. So a trip speed here. So he's pretty much got those, then he'll camp to regain stamina. My stamina's not in a good position at the moment, but I managed to clear all his 8 archers. There's 1 rallied urban unit here, which I mistook for an archer once I realised I put them into phalanx. So his archers are wiped out, my units are stuffed, very tired, winded, tired. So some of these are on the verge of exhausted. And he's had that whole time to regain his stamina. So we'll just note my red line is all the way back here. So I'm clearly just regaining my stamina. So if he marches on me now, I'll be at a significant disadvantage. I've got an archer advantage here and a cavalry advantage. Plus these are gold, so they're not going to stand against urban gold, but So these are still tired, some of these units. So then, this far back I can't see how close he is to the red line, it just looks like he's regaining his strength. So once you zoom in, you can see he's actually red line camping here. Now, my understanding of CWB is you can't do that, but maybe they're not official CWB rules. So here's pretty much fresh now, so he's not regaining stamina, he's just camping because he knows that if he allows me to shoot him from both sides, I can work down his numbers to a vulnerable position. Plus I've got a cav advantage, so if he exposes his flanks or his rears, it may be a disadvantage for him. So I think at this stage I ask him if he's red line camping, and he says no, this would be red line camping. So then he pushes his unit back to the thing to show me what red line camping is. So then I ask him, because I realise he's just trying to use technicalities there. So I ask him, are you using the red line to your advantage? And he says, sorry, it was AFK. So I ask him again, we're using the red line to your advantage? And he says yes. So I'd say that was an admission of red line camping if you're saying you're using it to your advantage. So minus steel, some of these are warmed up, so the march will pull down their stamina even further. So he still has Peeler here. I mean, that was just a tokenistic thing to do, just move them forward a little bit, because he's still getting the advantage of me not being able to shoot him from behind with my archers. And if there wasn't an advantage here, then he could just simply move here and there'd be no difference. So we're still at trip speed here. So I've put those arch units into tight formation and divided them into two groups with my cavalry in two groups for each flank. And then he decides to shift to the corner, which is, I guess, even a more severe red line camp because he's in a 90-degree pit. No, so at this point he's just shifting off to the left, so I can't shoot him on each side. So he's further using the red line to his advantage instead of just moving out here. So then whilst he's running, I decide to shoot him from behind with the slingers. Unsuccessfully, because they're pretty tired as well now. And so then he just decides to do a full corner camp. So I'm interested to know if CWB can actually do this. If you can, then I have no gripe with it. If you can't, then I think someone needs to tell this guy these aren't the rules. So just put these to the corner here so I could get his urbans if they turn to assault my heavy infantry. So I think I've tried to target his horses here. So he's moved his urbans forward so they're out of range, so he's still using the red line there to his advantage because I can't flank him to get his horses. So I can't assault his urbans head on with range because the stats aren't high enough to do anything while the urbans are stationary like that. So the only thing I can really aim at is the urbans from the flank or the front, or his cavalry, which I can't reach. So I decided to push in with my phalanxes to get him to turn. So I got a small opportunity there, but I've got light cab in that fight, which won't do much. So one's routed. I think that was a sacred band cav that routed there. There's his general.
Now we will see the measure of these soldiers' courage.
So these have got pretty much way more than 50% ammo left, so they could still perhaps work his numbers down. I mean, there's nothing stopping him from doing on me. I mean, at this stage, I guess it's in favour of Rome. There's a pretty good chance that Rome would win, even if he wasn't near the line. Considering I have no heavy infantry left. But he still decides to push back. And Testudo, so it makes it even harder. Basically, I can only shoot him from this angle. There goes my general.
By the gods, your foolish general has got himself killed! How will your soldiers greet this news?
Let's just get trip speed again. So he starts chasing him. So, interesting tactic, effective tactic. I'm not sure if it's within the rules.
Fate has been unkind.
I guess
Soldiers have been defeated.
people can tell me. Good game, sorta.